What's going on, guys? Tony here with Edge Elite Knife Review. So as you saw in the last review about the Emerson Combat Karambits, I told you that my awesome coworker Kris handed me a bunch of knives along with those Karambits, and this is the tin that he gave me, and it has some really interesting blades in it. So without further ado, let's dive into these things. So there's 4 knives in here, and right away, the first thing, well, he was talking to me about this particular knife. This is Spyderco. I'm not, you know what? I tried to look it up, and he didn't really know too much about it either. It's an old knife. It's a really old knife. It's skeletonized all the way through. So I'm thinking it's either a Spyderco R or Q, something like that. I'm not sure, but as you can see my hand through the entire blade, and the blade itself is completely skeletonized. But it's really cool. It's a really cool little knife. It's definitely a cool little letter opener. I don't know what the heck that was. Really interesting. Really cool blade. I dig it a lot. It's a real cool knife. Like I said, this thing is old. It's missing the screw and the pivot right here, so it's not too secure, as you can hear that. Moves around a lot. And it's got this really interesting back lever like release. So basically you pull up on it and it disengages the lock. And well, actually not a lock. So if you could see right there, let's see. You see that notch in the back of the blade right there. So when you open it, that bar just drops shut in it. And that's what keeps it open. And then you lift it up, disengages it, and it shuts. Really cool little knife. It says USA right there. So I don't know if this is like one of the first ones that they made. So I don't know if this was made in the US by Spyderco. You know, like I don't know if it's a Chinese made Spyderco, but you can tell it's really old. Super cool. I love that blade. It's such a cool blade. So there's that one. The only one that I was able to find information on really was obviously this Kershaw. This is a Kershaw Blackout. Ken Onion design. Spring assisted. So it's got that combo edge. You got some serrations at the back and the plain edge towards the front. This is a cool knife. It's a 3.25 inch blade. The hand or the steel material is 14C28N steel drop point, and it says it's hollow ground. I guess it's hollow ground. Handle length is 4.37 inches, and the material is glass filled nylon GFN. Kershaw uses a lot of GFN in their more budget blades. Stainless steel liners, liner lock, and the deployment is a one-sided thumb stud opener. It's assisted, like most Kershaws are. But as you can see here, let's see if it shows up. You see that bend? Well, let's see right here. See that? Wicked. So I'm going to attempt to grind that down and give it a new tip on this one as well. Like in the previous video of the Karambits, the user Karambit had just the very tip of the blade that had broken off. So have yet to do either of them, but I will get to those tomorrow actually. So yeah, got some knife maintenance to do, but this is actually a cool blade. Good size for EDC. It is a right side tip down carry only, which I wish there was a tip up option, because you know I like carrying my knives tip up. But it's cool. This is a cool knife. I like it. I like the action. Springs open pretty fast. Cool little budget knife. Well, actually, this thing was like 50 or so bucks. It's a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be when I looked it up. So yeah, it's about 50 bucks right there. This next one is really cool, and I couldn't find any information on it. I looked and I didn't see anything on it. As you can see from the mark there, That says Beretta. I don't know if that's like Beretta, the gun manufacturer, because I know that some some gun manufacturers make knives as well. And usually, what I say to those is stick to what you're good at, because I don't normally like knives that are made from gun companies. This one's cool though. I like the size of it. I like the blade shape, and as you can see, it's a skeletonized blade. So you got some big old gaps in there. Pretty cool dual thumb stud opener, lock back. It's got pretty good opening action. I was messing around with this, and it's got really cool action on it. I mean, not detent or anything, but just the opening action is really nice. Good size. You got a lanyard hole there, and there's no pocket clip on this guy, so this is just a straight pocket knife. Just drop it in your pocket and go. And this thing as well looks really old, but it's really cool. I like that brass badge on it. And then it says, I think it says Beretta, or well, there you see Japan. I don't know if you could see that, but it says Japan right there. So this is pretty cool. It's definitely old. This is definitely an old knife. Oh, it also says Beretta right there on the lock back. So cool knife. Cool knife. Close this guy. And then the Spyderco. I have no idea what it is. I looked for this one too. I couldn't find anything. It says Spyderco AUS 8 or AUS 6 stainless. This looks like another old one. And it says right here, Japan, Sekai City. From what I did see, I think I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sekai City is like a maker mark. I believe so. 4th generation maker mark, something like that. Like I said, couldn't find the model name of this thing, or too much information. Maybe I'm just not all that great at researching, but it's all stainless, some kind of stainless steel. I know the handle probably is. The blade is that. Yeah, some AUS 8 stainless. Yeah, so AUS 6 stainless, and then I don't know what the handle blade or handle material is, what kind of steel it is. I'm sure it's just regular stainless steel. Got a really nice size pocket clip on this guy, and it is right side only, but you have tip up and tip down options for carry. Got that nice big Spidey hole in there, and the classic Spyderco blade shape. I really like the teeth on this thing. I don't dig serrations too much, as you guys know, but these are some pretty gnarly serrations right here. And you got a good point on it, so it's a good sticker. I don't know. Serrations aren't my thing, but it's definitely an intimidating looking little knife. That's for sure. It's a cool little pocket knife. And I like the size of that pocket clip, because as knives tend to get smaller, so do the pocket clips, obviously. So normally, like on other brands, this size of a knife, pocket clip would probably be about that long. But this one's a good size. It's almost as long as this Kershaw. And the old Kershaw pocket clips are huge compared to the newer ones. Like this is a long pocket clip right here. And it's damn near the same length as the Spyderco one. So that's pretty cool. I like good sized pocket clips. It just feels more secure. In my mind, it feels like there's more security when it's in your pocket, you know? Oh yeah, also it's a lock back, as you see. So it's really stiff, really old. You know, I didn't want to take these knives apart because they're old. So it's like if I, strip a screw or lose a washer or something, I have a feeling it's going to be hard to find replacement parts for it. And these aren't my knives, so I didn't want to do anything to these guys. But yeah, so these are pretty cool little knives that he has just sitting around. And he wanted me to check them out and show you guys. And yeah, again, I don't know why this is my favorite one. Just because it's fun. It's a fun knife. It's such a cool, I love that blade. That is so cool. I wish I could, I know I could find a screw. I mean, we work at Home Depot, so, you know, we got all the screws and bolts and nuts that we could find. So I'm pretty sure I can find one to throw in there. But anyways, cool little knives that he wanted me to show you guys. So all together, so there's these ones, and then that's the user and the brand new. So all together, these are all the knives that Kris handed me. Thank you so much, Kris. Awesome, man. I really appreciate you talking knives with me and, you know, letting me review all these knives, putting them on the channel. I appreciate it, man. So cool. I look forward to getting into more knife shenanigans with you in the future, buddy. So anyways, yeah, guys, hope you like this quick overview of all these cool knives and the review on these two awesome knives at each end here. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it. I'm going to leave a description, or I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video for my Patreon page, guys. If you guys like the channel and you want to help the channel grow by donating, any money that you guys donate to Patreon page will go straight to, you know, the purchase of new knives to review and, you know, to help eventually upgrade equipment so I can make better reviews and, you know, cool action shots and stuff like that. So if you find you like the channel enough to donate, that would be great. If not, I just appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the videos, subscribing, liking the videos. And most of all, I honestly like when you guys comment. I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing your questions, or, you know, if I got something wrong, I like you guys being like, yo, that's not what it is, or this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. That's really cool because it helps me learn too. I don't know everything, obviously. None of us do. So it's cool for people to lend their knowledge as well. I'll leave a button down here for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'll leave a video up here for you guys to check out. Next time, I really appreciate you guys stopping by for this quick overview on these awesome old school knives. Thanks, guys, and I will see you all next time.